Welcome to another In Wheel Time podcast, a 30-minute mini version of the In Wheel Time car show that airs live every Saturday morning, 8 to 11 a.m. Central.
Live from the Sugar Shack World Headquarters in Texas, USA. It's the In Wheel Time Car Talk Show. Coming up, we talk to Robert Hanfield on the supply chain outlook. We'll also have the events calendar. Mars reviews the new Kia Telluride. Plus, we'll have the stories making automotive news headlines. Howdy. Along with Mike out of this world, Mars, King Conrad DeLong. We always need more Jeff Zekin, Cadillac Zekin.
It is Cadillac Racing.
Yes.
Cadillac Jack.
I'm Nod Nordsma.
On the AM side.
On the not on FM. I go by Don Armstrong there, but on this side, it's Nod Nordsma.
What was your DJ name when you were spinning vinyl? Because you spun vinyl, didn't you?
I did.
What was your DJ name?
Don Armstrong.
It's kind of catchy, isn't it?
It wasn't near as good as Rick Shaw or
Wolfman Jack?
Or no, it would be Russ Knight the Weird Beard.
Or Cousin Brucey?
No, none of that.
I grew up with Cousin Brucey.
I'm sure that you did.
New
I was never a fan of Cousin Brucey.
No.
I thought he sucked as a disc jockey, and he sucked when he was on the radio on Sirius
Did he get
XM.
arrested for doing something really bad?
I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know. Never a fan. Never a fan.
So send your cards and letter to Cousin Brucey.
Yeah, do that.
8675309.
Do that. There are so many recalls that I want to start this segment with recalls. First of all, Ford Motor Company is recalling more than 422,000 2020 through 2023 Explorers, Lincoln Aviators, and Lincoln Corsairs equipped with a 360-degree camera that might not display properly. Vehicles equipped with a rear camera only are not affected. Recall expands and replaces a recall for the same defect issued in January.
So they're recalling the recall.
Cameras might intermittently display either a rear camera blue image or a full blue or black image on the screen when the vehicle is placed in reverse or when the 360-degree camera is selected and available. Ford estimated that 100% of the vehicles recalled are affected.
Okay. So every car they recalling is needing a recall. That's
every single one of them.
I can write that kind of a press clip.
General Motors is recalling more than 668,000 Chevrolet Equinox and GMC Terrain vehicles in the U.S. for child seat anchors that may not function properly. The recall affects Equinox and Terrain compact crossovers from 2020 to 2023. By the way, and I didn't know this, the child seat latch system, which stands for, do you know what it stands for? Latch system? Latch?
LATCH?
LATCH. Lower anchors and tethers for children is what latch stands for.
You know, when they pay somebody $100,000 a year to figure out how to make that acronym fit.
Yeah.
Anchorage bars
and then they pay what's-her-face $29 million a year to screw it all up.
Anchorage bars may not have excessive powder coating and could prevent a child seat from being installed. Okay. Here's some other ones.
Kind of like doing diapers. You didn't powder coat the baby properly enough. How's that going there, Granddad? Have you done it? A little mushroom cloud.
Exactly. Well, I haven't seen him in a couple of weeks, but I saw a video of him last night, and he has come alive. He is alive. Ford Explorer is being recalled for the 2020 to 2022 model years. Incomplete PCM update may result in a rollaway.
Uh-oh.
Is that the parking Paul thing?
No, that's the thing you get out of the closet when the guests come is the rollaway bed.
For God's sakes. What is a PCM?
Powertrain control module.
Powertrain control module. So it's all computer controlled, and it may run away.
Roll away.
See you later.
Gotta go.
Yeah, roll away. Catalytic converter and exhaust fasteners may fail on the BMW X7 and XM for 2023. Those are brand new cars. HV battery cell monitoring circuit is not secured in the BMW i4 and the iX for 2022 through 2024. The Volkswagen ID4, these are all electrics now. Vehicle doors may open unexpectedly.
Oh, no.
Oops. Oh, there goes the baby. But I get the baby.
Yeah, because the latch system didn't work.
Latch system.
Vehicle body not welded properly on the Porsche 911 Carrera for 2022 and 2020, and the Porsche Taycan Turbo for 2021.
All right,
That's unusual.
We've recalled your 911. You're going to have to bring it to the shop, and they're going to weld something on it. Not.
Land Rover, Range Rover, and Range Rover Sport for 2022 to 2023. The storage compartment latch may fail. Ferrari, your Ferrari 296 that you ordered is being recalled. Fuel tank connecting pipe may leak. 2022 to
Thermal
2020.
event.
Thermal event. Driver's airbag inflator may explode on the Buick Enclave, Chevy Traverse, and GMC Acadia 2014 through 2017. Oh, I've got more. National Highway Traffic Safety Administration demanded the recall of 67 million airbag inflators because it believes there's a safety defect, but auto supplier ARC, Automotive Incorporated, rejected the U.S. regulator's request, documents released on Friday.
So they went...
The ARC airbag inflators are in GM, Stellantis, BMW, Hyundai Motor, and Kia Motor vehicles.
So they don't want to go the way of Takata.
GM on Friday agreed to recall nearly 1 million vehicles with the ARC airbag inflators after a rupture in March resulted in facial injuries to a driver. Here we go again.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, usually my rupture isn't in my face.
No, it's not.
It should be.
Well, it depends on how you look at it or how it looks.
Or where you're looking.
Yeah.
What your view is.
More than 2.5 million vehicles are under do not drive or park outside safety recalls that remain unrepaired despite the danger they present, vehicle history specialist Carfax said on Wednesday. This is the first time Carfax has specifically analyzed urgent recalls, part of their efforts to address the 20 to 25% of all recalls that typically go unrepaired. According to Patrick Olson, editor-in-chief for Carfax. I think we've had him on the air.
He's going to be on first part of June, too.
The urgent recalls encompass about 200 different models from a variety of brands and model years. A park outside order was issued Tuesday for Stellantis for 219 Jeep Cherokee SUVs from 2014 to 2016 models. 6 states each have more than 100,000 of these vehicles still in use on their roads, according to Carfax. California leads with 245,000, followed by Texas, Florida, New York, Pennsylvania, and Ohio.
Yeah.
That's the end of this hour's car recalls.
The recall.
We don't need to fix this here. Hold my beer. I'll fix this.
Man, what's going on?
Well, to me, because, when I work for GM, getting 75% of the vehicles corrected for a recall was actually considered quite successful.
But now,
as the technology advances and it's more safety-related technology, you're going to see more and more recalls because the engineers haven't fully vetted the system.
Well, now, if you buy a car from a dealer of any kind, new or used, that dealer is supposed to make sure that recall is taken care of.
Au contraire, mon ami, because Kathy had 2. She had a cable for the transmission, and she had a brake part, which I think was a line, some type of line or hose. Took it in, got all that stuff, had oil change, had a bunch of other stuff done that she needed to do. Well, they did the transmission cable, and they said, the other part for the brakes is on back order. Give us a week, and we'll call you. Well, it's been a month.
And many times, I know I've talked about it before, the recall gets issued because NHTSA said you got to issue the recall and notify the customers. The recall gets issued, the customer gets notified before the
parts are ready.
Well, not just the parts are ready, but before the manufacturer has determined what they're going to do to fix it, much less validate the part and get a part supplier building it right. So you'll see some recalls. Remember the deal with the Chevys and the ignition key back in the 90s and early 2000s. that was out long before GM had a resolution for it and what they were going to do to correct it. And a lot of those were, well, give me a rent car. So customers were putting rent cars for months on end because, the car really wasn't safe to drive.
Well, the best thing that we can recommend here on this show is take the VIN number of your car, which is on your insurance card, and plug it in to the box that pops up when you go to SaferCar.gov. And with that VIN number, it will pop up your car, and it will tell you whether or not there is a recall on your car. Go get it fixed. It's free. Go get it fixed. Yep. And maybe get the oil changed or something while you're having it in.
Well, the other thing that can happen is some recalls and special policies, which is, hey, we built a defective car and we're going to cover repair of it. Those can expire.
Yes,
and then it's not free anymore.
That's correct. As a matter of fact, my Corvette had one, and the original owner did not adhere to the recall, and it had to do with the steering column lock. My car has a key, an actual key that goes into the dashboard, okay? Not in the steering column, but in the dashboard, old school, right? Into the dashboard, and that's how you start the car. Well, once the car turns on, you can hear it. Around the steering column, it goes click and releases the steering lock. Well, it was that lock that was defective. It was recalled, and the guy didn't get it fixed. Cost me $700 to get that lock replaced. Because the recall expired.
How can a safety recall expire? Tell me, other than the OEMs are doing a good job of padding the pockets of the politicians to give them that option.
Surely you jest.
Don't come to
Yeah, exactly. All right. That's the recalls. All right.
And more to come.
More to come. Let's do Hemmings Marketplace Sold Cars Roundup. We're going to start with Jeffrey's car.
All right.
Shit. A 1978 Cadillac Eldorado Biarritz.
Oh, beautiful car. Long boat. Oh, yeah.
78.
A 78.
Yeah, I've driven those back in 78.
And that was before they downsized it in 79.
Yeah,
well, they did a Seville.
I don't think that this thing could fit in the garage.
No.
But whatever.
Not today's garages, no.
It's sold for
12.
$11,550.
Yeah, I was thinking 11 to 12.
And it looks pristine. But I will tell you this. From my experience in dealing with stuff like that, do you know how many parts are on that car?
It's great, isn't it?
It's like two cars in one when it comes to parts. Oh, well, they've got
wire
this
wheels.
piece of chrome that's that long, that's impossible to find. Nobody stocks it. You can't even find it at a junkyard. There's about 1,000 of those all over the car. Interior, awesome. Unbelievably complex.
And the Landau...
The Landau roof, that's right, with the little opera window in the back. Yes, exactly. All right,
that's what Jeff liked about him.
Here's one: a 1982 Jeep CJ7. I had one, and I think it was about 1980, 81, 82. Is like this one. It had a Pontiac 4-cylinder engine in it.
The Iron Puke.
Yep. The Iron Puke, that's exactly right. Well, this 1982 Jeep CJ7, it looks
$6
like
grand.
17,000.
Oh,
grand.
Must have went through Meekum.
CJ7. I mean, it's been all fixed up, but it's a Jeep.
Yeah.
Okay. Jeff.
Yep.
Your secondary car. A 1971 Chevy Nova.
Yeah, you go.
Mm-hmm. Guesses anybody?
Which is it?
It's a 71 Nova. It looks like it's stock. It looks like it's clean. I don't know any of that.
No 6-cylinder.
Probably a 6-cylinder.
Or anything like
whatever.
that.
Small
a 6-cylinder, I'd say 10. If it's a V8, I'd say about 20.
This car sold for $1,950 on Hemmings.
I got a birthday coming up, so pull your money.
That's a steal.
Pull your money.
Here's one. Knock your socks right off. A 1966 Chevrolet Corvette. Now, I will tell you from the looks of it here, based on the Stinger hood and the side pipes, It's a coupe. Does that give you any clue as to how
Well,
much?
Stinger hood and side pipes generally
20
would be
grand.
a big block.
No,
So I'll say
I'm going
60.
for 75.
75 grand. I'm going
$155,000.
Oh, again, pool your money. I got a birthday coming up.
That was at Meekum.
Now, for you Pontiac GTO fans,
All right.
Oh, and a buttload of them went through Meekum yesterday.
1967. What was the first year for the Pontiac GTO?
64.
I say 5, but I recently
64.
heard 64.
But it wasn't. It was a square body style. It was
Correct.
like a
It was
Chevelle.
Pontiac Tempest Le Mans or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Well, this one sold for $48,825. Small block V8, I would assume.
It probably had, it may have had 3 deuces
In
on
a
it.
Pontiac, there is no big block, small block.
It's all small block.
It's just one block.
One block.
Blue block.
For you, Conrad, here's the Oldsmobile Cutlass from 1975.
Okay, I know what that one looks like.
Okay. And it's not near as pretty as your car.
Thank you.
This sold for $24,255.
Wow. That's all the money
that's
there.
A lot, yeah.
One of the most disappointing cars I think that Chevrolet ever built. There were lots of them, but this one in particular,
The
because
Chevy Nova they shared with Toyota.
this one,
Corvette.
I remember distinctly when it came out. I had just started doing car reviews, about 2000, somewhere in there. And it was the Chevrolet SSR, the pickup truck.
I loved it. I had
Not a fan.
7 or 8 of them as company cars. I loved it.
Well, I will tell you that the most disappointing thing about it was the engine.
Yes.
It had absolutely no horsepower, and it was pathetic. And the whole thing, you'd hit the gas, not hard, not anything. The whole thing would just sit there and twist as you peeled off from the light.
Well, if you took its clothes off, it was a Chevy Trailblazer, right?
Yep.
Underneath all of that was a Chevy Trailblazer.
And it was the most complicated thing with that hard top removable
Retracting, yeah.
roof. It folded all up and then went down behind the back
it was
seat.
like origami.
It was.
And boy, and if each switch didn't happen in perfect sequence, it would just kind of stop wherever it was. And there was no return. There was no way.
And the
out
other
of it.
thing, it was not an open bed pickup truck.
No.
And the cover, the tonneau cover, the hard tonneau cover,
Tilted up maybe 30 degrees.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You could get nothing in it. Who said that's good? No, from Chevrolet.
I liked them. I liked driving them. I thought they were a lot of fun to drive. Now you got to remember, the first year was an LS1, kind of like your Corvette. The second, third, and fourth year were LS2 engines, so they went from a 350 horse to a 400 horse engine in the later years.
Well,
and you can get a 6-speed behind it. You could row it.
It was wrong on so many levels, but
it was heavy.
They brought out some special technology to build the fenders because of the crease in the fenders. It was so sharp. They didn't have the tooling, so they had to go back to the 1950s.
Wow.
And break out that technology to crease those fenders.
They couldn't press the metal properly without the metal either distorting or cracking.
Deforming, yeah.
Okay, time now.
Oh, well, how much did it sell for?
Oh, I guess I needed to tell you that.
Yeah.
All that buildup and then nothing.
Well,
I know how Leslie feels.
$11,550.
That's a steal.
Yeah, I would think so.
Ouch.
Nope, not for me.
That's
time
an
now
ouchie.
for the events calendar. That would be you.
So
But you need to step on it because we're cutting into Mars time.
Yeah,
June 24th is the
Yeah.
Lone Star Drift Round out at the Houston Police Academy. And with that, I'll give it back to you, John. You said be in a hurry.
Okay, Mr. Mars, time now for this hour's car
Well, I
review.
got plenty of time now.
boy.
Yeah, I can do this.
The 2023 Kia Telluride.
Wow.
Yeah.
You did a lot of research on that one, didn't you?
He got way involved. So we're talking about the 2023
No,
Kia.
you're going to talk
I'm
about
going
it.
to talk about the 2023 Kia Telluride that was first introduced in 2020. Now, it comes in 5 trim levels, but if you count the 2 new for 2023 sub-trims, you're actually looking at about 10. We'll run this by you real quick. Starts with the LX, the S, the EX, the EXX line, the SX, the XXX line, the
That would
SX
that'd be the triple
Prestige,
X.
the X Pro V6, all-wheel drive.
Doo-dah, doo-dah.
Doo-dah, doo-dah. And we happen to be driving the SX Prestige X Pro V6 all-wheel drive. That's the official name of it across the Monroney.
Wow.
So you can get
around the back.
around the rack. It's a wraparound. So you can get these vehicles in either a 7 or 8 passenger. We happen to have the 7-passenger model. It is a 3-row mid-size SUV, which so it had the captain's chairs in the second row. We happen to have the midnight blue one. So it had because it's the X Pro, it had a lot of exterior stylings that go along with that. A lot of blacked out touches on it.
Is it like off-road? Is that what it was?
No, not really.
Okay.
No. So, it's got some more of a performance, not necessarily off-road, but more of a performance. Got a lot of blacked out features on it. The grille, a lot of the trim. Had some
It's an appearance package.
Yes. 18. Well, it's more than that. It's got black 18-inch alloy wheels. The standard wheel is a 20-inch, but this package comes with an 18, which seemed kind of backwards, but it also makes it ride a whole lot better. Got a smart power lift gate. It's got heated folding side mirrors, dual sunroofs, LED headlighting. It's got all that stuff on the outside of it. On the inside, now it gets into where it had the Napa leather interior, but it had the terracotta color, which going with that blue, that's it in the pictures there, going up against that blue is a really nice color combination, I thought. Mm-hmm. First row bucket seats, heated, ventilated. Second row bucket seats are also heated and ventilated. Then you have a folding rear seat, third row, that is a 60/40. Got dual panoramic 12.3-inch displays. One of them is for the driver. The other one's got where you're going to get all your navigation, your convenience controls in the center stack. Got a digital rear view camera that works really nice. Harman Kardon premium audio system. Got a lot of technology with a wireless charger. Got USB. The USB ports for the rear seat, instead of being down on the floor at the back of the console, they're on the side panel of the seat right in front of you. It's just about eye level, very easy to find and get to. That was a really nice touch that really stood out. The other thing that really stood out, if you look at the instrument panel, if you go look at your car, you're going to see here's your speedometer and here's your tach on the left. Well, this one's got the speedometer on the left and the tach's on the right. Couldn't tell you why. That just seemed to bother me. I just wanted to mention that. Up under the hood to make all this thing go.
To bother you.
Yes, it did. So up under the hood, it's a 3.8-liter gas V6, 291 horsepower, 262 pound-feet of torque, backed by an 8-speed automatic transmission. Properly equipped, this vehicle will tow 5,500 pounds, which I was impressed by that number. Now, the EPA says in the city you should be looking for about 18, on the highway 24, and combined 21 miles to the gallon. This is in a 4,400-pound vehicle. Now, I got 18.8 miles to the gallon over 404.4 miles. And I want to say that driving this vehicle over that range, it's got a nice quiet cabin. There's minimal road noise. The seats are really comfortable, particularly if you're going out on the highway a lot. And there's plenty of room for family, and the technology's there for the family as well. Now, the base price on a Telluride is $52,955. Now, because of the sub trims, the way they've got it packaged together, you don't really have a lot of options. Now, our as tested price, I think that is $55,120. So that's only about a $3,000 package difference there. But there's a lot of content difference there, but it's because of the way they've done the trim packages and the sub trims. Now, a base model LX Telluride is $35,890. So if you go look at the Honda Pilot base at $36,300, or a Hyundai Palisade at $35,900, or even a Volkswagen Atlas at $34,600, they're all right there in that mid-size range with 3 rows available. But if I was going to go look at these, I have a tendency to look really hard at this one based on my experience in it for the week. And that's my review of the 2023, let me get it right, Kia Telluride SX Prestige X Pro V6 all-wheel drive vehicle.
Wow. I need a nap.
Exactly. Trying to wrap your head around that. Man, whatever happened to things like the Chevy Nova?
There you go.
Or the Chevy 2 or
whatever it is.
It's a cool car. Next.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
Well, it's made for the different trim levels. That's why they do it that way.
Yeah, and again, they it cuts down on the options.
How about trim level A or trim level 1
That's not exciting.
or trim level 2.
And can you mix and match the trim levels?
Well,
Take one of this to that and this to that.
No.
That's the reason you put them in the trim level, so it's easier.
Hey.
It's cheaper, I believe, to market it that way to where here.
Cheaper to build it too.
Probably, yeah, because you don't have so many one-offs. Yeah, you reduce the.
Would you know you do all of us a big favor if you get on microphone when you make these conversations, because we can't comprehend what it is you're trying to say, and I can't say it. So
there you go.
And since he only had one event, I'm going to throw out that don't forget the.
Yep. I'm with you.
Well, go ahead and say it.
Granbury.
We have a remote broadcast in Granbury, Texas coming up. What is that, 3 weeks away, Mars?
Yes, 3 weeks from today, as a matter of fact.
So we are going to trek northward to the southern extremities of Fort Worth, Texas.
Southwestern Fort Worth.
Mm-hmm.
30
minutes out.
Yeah.
Wonderful city of Granbury.
It is, but it's hard to get there from here. There's no interstate freeway that goes to Granbury. You can get up there either to the west or the east of it, but then you got to trek across through things like Ennis, Waxahachie, places like that.
Waxahachie? I thought it was Waxahachie.
Midlothian, the speed trap.
Theoretically, it's Waxahachie. Theoretically, it's Waxahachie.
That's what everybody used to call it. Waxahachie.
Waxahachie.
Because it's spelled W-A-X. It's Waxahachie. No, it's not.
This has been a Filmways presentation, darling. I love that.
You know why it doesn't surprise me that you watch the Beverly Hillbillies.
No, that's Green Acres. I'm a Ava Gabor fan.
Oh, you are?
Oh yeah.
Well,
there's 3 sisters, Ava, Jaja, and I think Trixie or something like that.
Trixie. I can't believe that it would be Trixie.
Well,
so I thought you were. Was it Fred the pig? What was the pig's name?
Arnold.
Arnold the pig.
Yeah. That dude's smart.
What's Arnold's last name?
Pig.
Arnold Ziffel.
Ziffel, that's it.
That's
yeah.
right.
I don't pay much attention to the animals.
Now, you know, we have a gentleman, a PhD, that is listening.
Going, what did I get involved in?
And he's looking at it going, what did I get myself into? well, Doc, guess what? You're up next, so don't move, and we'll be back with you here in just a second. In Real Time Car Talk Show continues right after this.
Everyone at the Tailpipes and Tacos Cruise In at the Lupi Tortilla Tex-Mex in Katy, thank you for participating in the best cruise in around, and look forward to seeing you again. You'll hear about the next cruise-in date right here on In Real Time. Next time you're in the West Houston Energy Corridor area, be sure and stop in at the original Lupi Tortilla Tex-Mex at I-10 and Highway 6, or the Katy location on the Grand Parkway at Kingsland Boulevard. When passing through Beaumont or College Station, stop in and have Lupi's award-winning beef fajitas and frozen margaritas. There's always a celebration at Lupi Tortilla. Lupi Tortilla founder Stan Holt and his wife Sheila are winning racers on the NHRA drag racing circuit and have a collection of hot rods and classics that everyone appreciates. Look for them at the next Tailpipes and Tacos Cruise-In. The date will be announced soon and will once again be held at the Lupi Tortilla Tex-Mex on 99 and Kingsland Boulevard, just south of I-10 and Katy. We'll give you all the details right here on the In Real Time Car Talk Show and online. Donations benefit God's Garage. We'll see you then. You own a car you love. Well, why not let Gulf Coast Auto Shield protect it? Houstonian John Gray invites you to his state-of-the-art facility to introduce you to his specialist team of auto enthusiasts. We promise you'll be impressed. Whether you're looking to massage your original paint to a like-new appearance, apply a ceramic coating, install a paint protection film, nano-ceramic window tint, or new windshield protection called ExoShield, Gulf Coast Auto Shield is where Houston's car people go. Curbed your wheels? Instead of buying new, why not have them repaired? How about a professionally installed radar detector? Gulf Coast Auto Shield does that too. Get a peek inside the shop and look at the services offered by getting online and heading to gcautoshield.com. Better yet, stop by their facility at 11275 South Sam Houston Tollway, just south of the Southwest Freeway, and get a personal tour. Gulf Coast Auto Shield is your place to go for all things exterior. Call them today, 832-930-5655 or gcautoshield.com. The award-winning In Wheel Time Car Talk Show is available on the most popular podcast channels out there in 30-minute episodes. We realize our 3-hour live show can be difficult to catch in its entirety, so now you can listen every day to a convenient, fresh 30-minute episode. Check us out on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Google Podcasts, Amazon Music, and Audible, along with a dozen more. In Wheel Time has the most informative automotive guest interviews and new car reviews, along with popular features including Conrad's Car Clinic and This Week in Auto History, along with automotive news headlines. Our live broadcast airs every Saturday, 8 to 11 Central on InWheelTime.com, the iHeart app, and on YouTube. Be sure to say hello when we're broadcasting from the Tailpipes and Tacos Cruise In, Autorama, and the Houston Auto Show, among others. Now, it's easier than ever to hear about all things automotive all week long. You're invited to join fellow car enthusiasts in becoming part of the ever-growing In Wheel Time Car Talk family. Don't forget those 30-minute podcast episodes on your favorite podcast channel. That's it for this podcast episode of the In Wheel Time Car Show. I'm Don Armstrong, inviting you to join us for our live show every Saturday morning, 8 to 11 a.m. Central on Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, and our InWheelTime.com website. Podcasts are available on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Stitcher, iHeart Podcast, Podcast Addict, TuneIn, Pandora, and Amazon Music. Keep listening, and we'll see you soon.